is Impala, the Kaya connoisseur.
Now, it's easy to say that this is going to be a really good set, given we're like, oh yeah, we're in the winners finals of a bracket. There's a really good chance that it's going to be a good one. But based on what we've seen from both of these players earlier today, I really liked watching Impala, and I really liked watching Maid as well. This Mordex coming out, especially with this green color. I saw Maid tweeting about it on Twitter that Polyshot helped out with the drip for this one. Meanwhile, on the other side, Impala, complete weapon control. Coming out from Maid, a little bit of damage there, still has Maid in the yellow. Not too shabby so far, even though Impala really hasn't had a weapon in his hands.
Yeah, Impala, I mean, has been doing amazing today with this Kaya, has been able to get quite the bit of accuracy using her SIGs. And on top of all that, the spear play has been wonderful as well. Granted, that time I said, wow, actually the SIGs is so great, and immediately misses one. But I promise you, several will find the mark.
Yeah, you saw in the set earlier from Impala was just really reading out some extremely good options with the SIGs off of the spot dodges coming out. Like great down signatures coming in on the bow to punish a spot dodge. I'm sure that'll happen as we get further into the set and Impala sort of figures out what Maid is going to do with the moves.
Okay, and is unable to recover there. That's going to be a quick one for Maid. In the red, though, we are on small Brawlhalla, so you know it's not going to be the longest lasting stock here. That recovery is going to do it just like that, and we are back to even. So far, neither of these players have really taken a commanding lead in either the neutral game, the punish game. That's a great start for Impala, though. Yeah, I like the way he's catching the landings right now.
Yeah, now on the second stock, Impala certainly has control of the weapons. That one's going to come in on the right. Maid grabs it, but the lead on this stock definitely favoring Impala. We're now about 1 minute and 40 seconds in, but you're exactly right. It's not been one huge swing one way or the other. Oh, that could have been a big moment. That would have put Maid in a huge power position, picking that up so low on the left side of the wall. Impala still with the lead. That neutral air turned Maid red, so maybe 2 more. I'm not sure if the ceiling is low enough for just 1 more, like, sort of grounded level nair to pick up, but that certainly will KO. Impala has been using that signature all day today so well.
Okay, and just like that, kind of bulldozering their way through that stock of Maid. Impala is looking really good right now. I mean, going, oh, hold on, I might take that back. All right, wait, I thought we were out. I thought we were out,
wow.
But we weren't. Maid kept it going somehow. I thought Impala got the touch, was good to go to get back on the stage, and just like that, brought down to a final stock scenario. Impala does have quite a bit of a life lead, though.
That will be a nice replay to look at in slow-mo. You saw when Maid turned from the left to the right to grab Impala as they came through Maid, and then followed it up with that ground pound in the orange, a super early stock, and we're now at an even game, so this will be an interesting final stock. Maid back with the gauntlets. You see that signature coming out again, but Maid was too high, so that likely won't be a read option for Impala later on in this game.
Ooh, this is getting close here. Sidelight recovery should be enough. That recovery won't do it, but 1 more for sure will. Similarly, Impala, if you throw out that down sig, it might be enough depending where. Oh, and there it is, but it doesn't connect. Has to get around the weapon throw. Can Maid get the edge guard? No, Impala has a second chance. Uh-oh, the trading space is here.
Nice grab, reaching up all the way up there as the recovery went high for Maid back to the platform. Moving immediately into this next one, and the bands came out quickly, and the selection for the map came out even quicker.
Man, that was crazy, right?
Like,
oh yeah, the
came to the
slow-mo.
other side.
Oh, reverse nair,
ground
so
pound
good.
totally missed.
See,
then you turned around for the nair. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was good. The recovery wasn't quite enough to touch the stage right there. Had to drift and fall a little bit, and Maid was able to get the reverse nair off of that. So good stuff to Maid, though they still did not win that game. You have to remember, Impala here, finding that neutral sig at the end of the first game, is looking poised to go ahead and push on some more here. They seem to like small Brawlhalla. They want to keep it up close and personal. Nobody's running away here.
Now, one thing as we get into this set, this is only really game 2, really held that one, and Maid was sort of patient on that, was able to punish it. But we've already seen a few sidelights come out from Impala, and then not doing the turnaround pivoting that neutral signature. That was a regular move use that we were seeing from Impala throughout this tournament, but not now, except there was sort of baiting the opponent, thinking that Impala was going to do other things out of that sidelight, then all of a sudden using that pivot neutral sig instead of leading with that like Impala has been doing today.
Okay, and Impala, I mean, so far this second game is going completely in their favor right here. Maid doesn't seem to have a way to get back to the stage. There we go. Finds a Sayer to send Impala off stage, but still, oh no, what a ground pound. We're chilling though, for now.
That was gutsy for Impala to go in with. That wasn't going to be like an automatic KO option. That was just going to push it a little bit further, pushing Maid over onto the edge. But that was sort of a gutsy call. A Nair could have came through. That could have put Impala in a bad position. But really extending this lead does fall there. I think 1 or 2 more hits and Maid's going to be in the orange. Has choice of weapons. We are seeing the Scythe now come out. The unarmed damage coming. Maid still in the yellow. Second weapon comes out. Going to continue that Scythe presence.
Okay. Well, let's see if Impala can get off the edge here. There we go. Manages to find their way back on stage, waiting for a weapon spawn. It's going to spawn right on top. They're able to pick it up. That's going to be a spear in hand. But Maid is very quickly trying to bring this back. These gauntlets are looking impeccable right now. Can we catch the landing, though? That's always the hardest part.
Now, one thing I think we haven't seen from any of the Gauntlet players today, don't think we've had that many, but specifically from Maid, I don't think we've really seen a D-Light Nair recovery coming out from Maid whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's part of that is in tribute to the fact that the last patch just kind of nuked it, right? Like, they can go for the D-Light, but then to get the Nair recovery, it's no longer true. So they have to kind of mix it up a little bit to see how they're going to go ahead and get that KO option. Granted, so far, I mean, Mordek's especially one of those legends who, like, doesn't really care about what you do. The SIGs are always good and will keep you relevant.
Yeah, that could actually make Mordek's rise in terms of gauntlets. Ooh, the side signature was so close to KOing. Because you're exactly right. It is players adjusting to that new patch. And that's good to see. Not like the... Oh, sending up, getting the KO there. Maid going to have control of the weapons here. That one comes in. Oh, Impala grabs it right in time.
Okay, oh, big opportunity for Maid there. No jump, or rather dodge on Impala, but couldn't convert the Scythe string. And now... Maid back against the ropes here. Need a crazy string. That's a good start. If you can get an edge guard, that would be even better. A ground pound's a great way to do it. Force out the dodge. Wow, perfect air dodge. And that's going to be what? He comes back. He comes back to gravity cancel D-Light to turn everything around and to win game 2. Impala is playing out of their mind right now.
We got to see that slow-mo. I don't know if Impala was going to be able to get back. If you did the GC D-Light and then, like, held left, I don't know if you could possibly get to the wall on that one. Oh my goodness. What a call out. Here it is. GC D-Light. Yeah, he's gonna touch the wall off of that.
That was sick. Oh man, that's like one of the tricks you keep in the bag for that very moment, right? People don't just recover like that all the time. Gravity cancel D-Light on spear, yeah, it's a pretty good mix-up tool that people often forget about because it's not something you commonly see, but it's something that in moments like that can be the difference between winning and losing. And now Impala is 1 game away from securing a spot in the grand finals. Maid needs to find an answer right now.
You're exactly right with Impala just all of a sudden pulling that out there, because if that was something Impala was doing throughout the rest of the set, Maid would have been ready for it, and Impala would have been punished so hard. Oh my goodness, dude. Impala here in game 3, already up 2-0. Maid was looking so strong today. Impala was too, but I would not have expected us to get to this point, game 3 in the set, and have it be 2-0 for Impala.
Oh, and this would mean so much for Impala here. 16 years old, right? Started playing Brawlhalla with his brother in 2016 to now potentially getting, you know, guaranteed top 2 in the Mammoth Arcadian. You're 1 step away, but Maid, are you going to let it happen so easily? So far, it's looking like the answer may be yes. 3 stocks on Impala here, Maid down to 2. You need to bring this back as soon as possible.
Sidelight trying to cover the 45-degree angle. Maid was a little bit too wide. Might clean this one up here. Goes in with the ground pound, secures that one. That's 2 like really clutch ground pounds that we've seen from Maid coming out on the edge.
Okay, there we go. That's what I like to see from Maid. Get some nice sight strings in there. Maybe go for the 50-50 off the sidelight if you can get it. But Impala fighting unarmed right now, and the weapon spawn is not going to be too tough for them. They're able to go ahead and pick up that spear, but Maid's looking good.
He can see the code. Like, he's straight up, he's beginning to believe.
Yeah. Like, you can power your friendship your way through this if you believe hard enough, or maybe not. A slide charge down sig, and that's a killer, man. There's so many active frames on that. Even if you try to dodge it, like, there's a very high probability that it's gonna hit. And now Impala just one stock away. There we go, D-Light, N-Light. That's every little bit of extra damage matters. Perfect dodge through the ground pound. Maid is looking for any answer, and Impala is not giving him any quarter to make a rebuttal.
Impala is playing so clean right now. That was a weird interaction with the gravity cancel. I guess it was a side light. It looks so weird where Maid ended up landing, but Impala is so clean today. Even when behind, like you saw that especially in the Jade game. Oh, nice ground pound setting up. There's the weapon toss. It goes wide. Didn't even need it. That's a 3-0 in winners finals off of a commanding performance earlier today from Maid, completely running into the brick wall that is Impala.
Yeah, I actually have no idea who's going to be the person to go ahead and challenge Impala in the grand finals. I really like seeing Maid and Impala. I was like, yeah, these guys should be able to get through their brackets pretty easily. But once they had the head-to-head, that was a pretty convincing loss for Maid, all things considered. Now, of course, we do have Cinco versus Wubs coming up for the losers semifinals to see who's going to get a chance at Maid. And I'm wondering, I'm like, do I think Cinco or Wubs will have a